another tutorial on how to do some primary research. So by now you should have already chosen your topic, done some background research, written your thesis statement, and now you're ready to do some primary research, meaning you're ready to find articles that directly align with your thesis statement. So your thesis statement should be written out and ready to go. And a good exercise is to actually circle some keywords or search terms that you would use from your thesis statement. So let me go ahead and give you an example of my thesis statement. So if you can recall the last time I was doing a tutorial, I was searching for sustainability, renewable energy, and I finally settled on solar energy for my thesis statement. So my thesis statement reads, unlike fossil fuels, solar energy is a renewable resource, meaning it will never run out. So that's my topic. Solar energy is not only sustainable, but it works in any climate and is more affordable than conventional energy. So I give you my stance, which is I'm for solar energy, and I also give you 3 examples as to why I'm for solar energy. It's sustainable, it works in any climate, and it's more affordable than conventional energy. So with that written down, I have 4 different search terms circled. Solar energy, of course, then the word sustainable, the word climate, and the word affordable. So right now I'm looking for some primary research that supports my stance, which is for solar energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and visit library.bc3.edu, and we're going to go ahead and scroll back down to search box central. So instead of looking at background resources, now we're going to open the tab called articles, which is right here on the front page. Click here. So right here, this is a very small search bar, but make sure that you're utilizing this small search bar as if you were Googling something on the internet. Whenever you are using the search bar, make sure that both of these check boxes are clicked. Academic Search Premier gives you a lot of the scholarly sources. Masterfile gives you popular sources such as newspaper articles and periodicals. So let's go ahead and begin with my first keyword, which is solar energy. So as you can see, I'm not going to try to stuff in all of my keywords at one time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about how this search engine, which is what you should think of it as, will work a little bit differently than Google search. Okay, so I typed in solar energy. So the first thing I'm going to do is see how many hits I got. 192,000, which is a ton. So one way to kind of narrow down my search is if you look over to the left, I can kind of limit my search a little bit. So I'm applying filters to my search. So the first thing I want to do is find the full text. Full text means that whenever I'm doing my search, if I see an article I want to read, it's readily available, PDF full text is there, and I don't have to request the article. However, don't get worried if you have to request your article. It takes only about 24 hours for the library to email you the PDF, so no worries there. All right, as I can see, I'm getting a lot of articles in a different language, so how do I deal with that? Go ahead and scroll down to language, and go ahead and make sure you click English. So everything is written in English, so you'll be able to read it and apply it to your essay. All right, so that's pretty good. There's a couple more filters I think I would like to apply. So I know that as I'm searching here, I really want to narrow down to scholarly peer-reviewed journals. So I'm going to go ahead and click that checkbox. Awesome. I think I'm getting a lot less hits, so everything is getting more focused. Down to 10,000. There's one more thing I really do want to do. I don't want to read something from 1953. That's way outdated. So what I'm going to do is I can either grab this sliding scale and slide it up to within the last 10 years, so that would be 2011. Or if you don't want to deal with sliding it, you can actually just highlight the year and enter the year that you want to start with and the year that you want to end with. Awesome. So now I'm down to 6,000. So this is much better. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look here. So we have energy efficiency, solar panels, LED. How about here? Today, tomorrow, the future of energy storage materials for solar energy. This all sounds really, really great. So let's say I wanted to utilize this first academic journal article. I would go click on it. If I wanted to read it, I would go ahead and click here, PDF full text, and it's just simply going to open it here in the window. And I'm just going to go ahead and read through it and see if I can find any quotes that I can pull and place into my research essay. Or in this case, we're working on persuasive essays, but it could be utilized for a research essay too. Really, really cool. All right. Sometimes you might not have a lot of time to read the whole thing, but you do want to see where they mention your keyword, which is solar energy. So you can really save a lot of time if you do the Command F function, which is find. You can type in solar energy. It looks like they mention it 3 different times in this article, so let me go ahead and see where. I'm going to focus my attention on page 2 and see if anywhere on page 2 I can pull a quote from here that would serve me in my essay. Now that I've done that, I absolutely must save this to my works cited page. So how do I deal with that? So you can go ahead and direct your attention to the right-hand side of the article. And even if you back out of the article, you'll see it over here a bit larger. So here are all the tools you can do and you can use. So if you want to save it to your Google Drive, that's fine. If you want to add it to a folder, it's going to add it to a folder on EBSCO. So the best thing to do is either to save it as a PDF and download it to your computer just to have it, or print it out. And the other thing you want to do is go ahead and click the Cite button. This is very important because it's going to spit out the citation for you in MLA. So you're going to want to go ahead and scroll down. Don't use the first one or APA. We're working with MLA. So 8th edition is the most recent edition that we're working with. So what you want to do is go ahead and copy this and paste it into your works cited page. As you can see, the hanging indent is already available. What you do have to do though is go over the citation once or twice to make sure there are no small errors. Remember that this citation is built through an algorithm. So all it knows how to do is put the information in order, but it doesn't know the specific style elements of MLA, which you do. So you're gonna have to go through this and make sure that there is no comma out of place, no period out of place, no italicization where it doesn't need to be, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and return to my results list. So one other thing I'm going to show you before we finish the tutorial is I did circle several other keywords in my thesis statement: solar energy, sustainable, climate, and affordable. So if I want to look into solar energy and its affordability, I'm going to want to utilize this second search box here and type in affordable, because maybe it's going to give me some good sources that talk about the affordability of solar energy today. As you can see, this is an important thing to focus on. This is a Boolean operator. So we have a drop down that says and, or, and not. You're going to learn a little bit more about Boolean operators later in our research unit. But and means I'm going to find articles that talk about solar energy and how it's affordable. If I choose or, it's going to search for solar energy or affordable. Not really what I'm looking for. And if there is something that kept popping up that really had nothing to do with my solar energy search, I would choose not. So I'm looking for energy, solar energy, but I don't want to read about how it's affordable. So I'm looking for and. I'm going to go ahead and click search. And we're going to go ahead and see if anything comes up to serve my research essay. Excellent. So as you can see, we have a really, really great article here regarding how we can utilize new energy for low-income families. And I think due to the fact that this is about solar energy and talks about how it applies to low-income families, that tells me that this is an affordable energy. So I can go ahead and click here, find a quote, add it to my outline. And then if there's even just a single quote that serves me, I'm going to go ahead and click the Cite button, scroll down to MLA, 8th edition, and copy and paste this into my works cited page. Okay, so continue to do this and make sure that you are able to gain all of the sources that you need. You probably need about 3 to 4 sources for whatever essay you're working on, and that's how you do it. So happy researching, and I will see you next time.